welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing something I actually am really excited for, and that is Batman the Brave and the Bold customs and Lego DC supervillains. These ones have been requested for a while, so now that we're doing them, I think that you guys are going to enjoy them. And if you want to see a part 2, drop a like and subscribe down below, and leave a comment saying that you want another part. But without anything else, we're just gonna head on in. So I used the Batman the Animated Series torso piece with some light gray arms with blue gloves, blue boots, and light gray pants. I used a black hip piece and the blue Batman cowl. I used a blue cape and I used blue on the outside and navy blue on the inside. And I used, I think, is the custom superhero headpiece to get kind of like the butt chin that he has in the show. I think this one came out really good, and I think it looks pretty accurate to the source material. Next up we have Robin. Now this is Robin after this is like Robin a little bit before he becomes Nightwing. So he's got the all red, he's got a yellow belt and the yellow Robin logo. He's got the some red arms with dark green gloves, dark green boots, and some yellow pants. He's got dark green hip piece and all red torso piece. He's got this like combed over black hair piece with the custom superhero headpiece. And he's got a yellow cape on the outside, black cape on the inside for his cape. This one actually looks decently good. I actually really like the way this one came out. So yeah, that was Robin. This one I don't think anyone's gonna get. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds if you didn't see the name. 3, 2, 1. This is Harley Quinn from the show. She looks weird. She gets a better design later on, but this is like her early design. She kind of looks like black and white, so I gave her just this black female torso piece with some gray highlights. I gave her gray arms with white gloves, gray headpiece, gray hair, and I gave her live wires legs to get the white her part of her skin showing like she actually does in the show. I don't think if you've seen the show, you'd be able to tell who this is, but if you haven't, you would probably have no clue. Because it's a little bit on the interesting side for designs. Next up we have Aquaman. For this I gave him this kind of like long hair piece, but in gold, like a goldish yellow. Same with his beard. I gave him the Aquaman from the game's torso with Pride's legs in dark green. I gave him dark green gloves and a hip piece. And I gave him a golden trident. Aquaman in this was always like the cooler version of Aquaman in my opinion. They did him really good. And he was the reason I like Aquaman as much as I do is mainly because of this Aquaman. Next up we have Catwoman. Now this one's an interesting design. It's just a really difficult one to capture. For this I gave her all purple arms with no gloves. I gave her purple claws. I gave her Catwoman's headpiece, which I think looks really good with black hair. I gave her Batgirl's headpiece, not Catwoman. And I gave her Catwoman's head. I gave her Superwoman's torso with a dark green cape on both sides. On her right leg, I gave her just a purple leg with black boots. I gave her Starfire's hip piece to get a silver belt on there. And I gave her Lois Lane's left leg to look like how she has like part of like the skirt thing isn't on her leg. You can see it in like reference images and stuff. But I think this one looks pretty decent, honestly, and I think you'd be able to tell who it is. Next up, we have Green Arrow. This one I actually really like. For this, I gave him Desaad's torso in green with green short sleeves with dark red boots and gloves. I gave him a dark red bow and quiver. And I gave him green pants and green hips. I gave him the Forester hat with the feather on it. And the custom superhero headpiece. And I think this is pretty this is the best you can get for Green Arrow and Batman the Brave and the Bold as far as Lego DC supervillains goes. I'm very proud of how this custom looks. Next up we have this is probably my favorite question question. It's probably my favorite one of the bunch. This is the question. For this, I gave him a navy blue fedora with, I think it is either Kent Clarkson or Clark Kent's torso piece in blue. I gave him Alfred's blue arms in blue and dark navy blue gloves. I gave him Commissioner Gordon's leg piece to get that blue coat on the outside. And for the head, I actually somehow, I don't know exactly how I did it, but after just maneuvering around with the custom head, I went over to the skull, and for some reason it was just blending in. So you can still see it a little bit if you like try to look for it, but if you don't, you kind of can't see it, and I think this one looks pretty freaking perfect. I love the way this one looks. The Question's always been one of my favorite characters in Batman the Brave and the Bold because of just how mysterious he is, and I just really like him. Next up, similar to the Question, we have Huntress. Him and her have a relationship, if you watch the thing, and Justice League Unlimited. She has a unique design that I tried capturing. I gave her, I don't know her name, but it's like Sheila or something. She's like one of Darkseid's, I don't remember what they're called, but she's the person with the whip. I gave her that person's torso with short sleeves and long purple gloves. I gave her Star Sapphire's hair / helmet piece to look like her helmet, and I think that looks okay. I gave her Deadshot's hip piece to get some yellow on there, and Raven's leg piece. And this one doesn't look amazing, but I definitely think it looks pretty good, so I'm happy with how it turned out. Next up, we have Firestorm. Now this one actually looks, it looks really similar to the one that's in the game, but I like this one better. I gave him Kid Flash from Young Justice's leg piece with the Flash from the CW's hip piece. I gave him the head, fire hair, and torso from the Firestorm from the game. I gave him some red and yellow arms with yellow gloves, and I gave him some yellow shoulder pads with a glowing purple, right hand that is glowing of fire. Don't know why I just said purple. This one's an interesting one, but this is Jonah Hex, which I had to do some research on while making this video because I haven't really seen much about this character. And from what I made here is I used Assad's torso in dark gray and Bronze Tiger's arms in dark gray with a gray fedora. And the best thing I could come up with is Two-Face from the animated series' head with dark brown pants and black boots. I gave him no gloves and 2 revolver pistols because that's just kind of his style he has going. And this one looks pretty decent. I know this one actually looks really good for Jonah Hex, I'd say. So I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I do gotta say the Question is probably my favorite I've made out of all of these ones though. Next up we have Mite. Now this looks weird, but we're just gonna go with it. I gave him custom superhero torso with the Batman logo in dark gray. I gave him a Robin yellow belt with dark gray arms and dark gray and blue arms with blue gloves. I think I gave him Star Sapphire's pants to get the kind of shorts he has on. And I gave him the Batman helmet piece. This one actually looks pretty decent. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. So we have one more, and that is the Clown Prince of Crime himself, the Joker. Now this one looks pretty good. For this, I gave him the Mad Hatter from Batman the Animated Series' torso, with Joker's head, hair, and legs from the animated series, but I made the hair a dark green. I gave him Batgirl's arms in purple with white hands, and I gave him the Trickster animation. This one, similar to the Question, looks still really good. It looks very good compared to the Question. When like it's on the Question's level, I'd say, on how good it is and how much I like it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We've actually reached the end, but thank you so much for watching. if you want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe for more. I recently posted a schedule on my channel. I will be posting 2 videos a week with a live stream in the middle. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy that schedule. If you have some ideas on how I could change it, I would really appreciate that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!